Afternoon. This call is number 2021-53445 in the interest of Samantha Funes. Please identify yourself for the record.
Luis Regla for the Office of the Attorney General.
Court will note that the custodial parent Evelyn Patricia Funes Garcia is not present. Miss Garcia filed a request for a court hearing on September 14th, 2021, and she was given further notice, or attempted to be given further notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail return receipt requested that remained unclaimed.
Yes, Judge, and I offer that now as State's Exhibit A.
All right. State's Exhibit A is admitted. Court further notes that the non-custodial parent, Eric Racinos, was served by Rule 106 on September 6, 2022 at 5:16 p.m. at his usual place of residence, 609 South Circle Drive in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas. And he has not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, this morning, the mother checked in when docket started. By 9:15 a.m., when I went to check on her, she had already left docket without being spoken to. She has not returned, and it's now after 2 p.m. She still hasn't come back. So
Okay.
Also asking to go forward based on that, Judge. And Judge, I'm going to offer what's been marked as State's
Okay,
Exhibit.
hold on just a second. Let me make an entry here.
Yes, Judge.
I'm not present here. All right, let's proceed.
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, in this case, the parties had attempted to negotiate a child support review order before the case was filed. They agreed to DNA testing, performed DNA testing, and we now have those results. I'm going to offer what's been marked as State's Exhibit B, which shows that Eric Racinos cannot be excluded as the father of the child in this case. And I ask that Exhibit B be admitted.
Exhibit B is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, in this case, the state's requesting the court grant today's default order, defaulting the mother and the father for not appearing for court today. And the state's only requesting that the paternity be established between the child in this case, Samantha Funes, and the father in this case, Eric Racinos, based on those DNA testing results that were admitted. Judge, I believe this establishment order is in the child's best interest, states abandoning the request for conservatorship, name change, possession, access, all the support issues, non-disclosure, abandoning all those topics and only proceeding with the establishment of paternity based on the DNA test results. And I believe this is in the child's best interest, and I ask the court to grant this default order.
All right, the court will approve the order as submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Can I be excused?
Yes.
Hello.
Miss Relaford?
Hello.
Miss Relaford,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I can.
All right, you are in the courtroom with me and with Judge Longoria. please just hold tight and he will call on you when he's ready for you to speak, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. This is cause number 2022-37322. In the interest of Aiden Taylor, all parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands and be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Jasmine Relaford, the mother.
All right. And representing the State of Texas Attorney General's office.
Andrea Eoff.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent father is Aaron Jamal Taylor. He is not present. He was personally served on September 1st, 2022 at 6:03 a.m. at 701 San Jacinto in Houston, Harris County, Texas. 7:45 a.m., 701 San Jacinto, Houston, Texas. And he has not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Ms. Eoff?
That's correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before we begin, we'd like to ask that you admit into evidence what's been marked as Exhibit A. That is the Harris County Sheriff's Office inmate search showing that Mr. Taylor is no longer incarcerated in the Harris County Jail.
Ms. Relaford, have
Hello.
you had an opportunity to look at this criminal records inquiry?
Yes, sir.
You have any objections of me admitting that into evidence?
No, I don't.
All right, State's Exhibit A is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'd like to call Jasmine Relaford. All right, Ms. Relaford, can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
All right, will you please state your full name for the record?
Jasmine Relaford.
And will you state the name and age of your child?
Aiden Jamal Taylor, 6 years old.
And Mr. Taylor is Aiden's father, is that correct?
Correct.
Have you ever alleged that somebody else could be your son's father?
No.
Would you like for the court to declare that Mr. Taylor is your son's father and establish the parent-child relationship between them today?
Yes.
All right. Would you like for the court to order that you and Mr. Taylor are to be joint managing conservators of your son, with you designating the primary residence in Harris County and counties that touch Harris County?
Yes.
And would you like for the court to say that Mr. Taylor should have the standard possession order for visitation?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you know that Mr. Taylor was incarcerated for about 4 months this year, is that right?
Yes.
And it's your understanding that Mr. Taylor does not work consistently, is that right?
Yes.
And you understand that if there's no evidence of income for someone, then we use what's called the minimum wage presumption for calculating child support, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you understand that Mr. Taylor is not currently ordered to pay child or medical support for any other children, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Are you asking the court to order that Mr. Taylor should pay child support based on the minimum wage presumption in the amount of $217 a month beginning December 1st, 2022?
Yes.
And are you currently providing Medicaid for your son?
Yes. To the state. Yes.
And would you like for the court to order you to continue providing that Medicaid for him?
Yes, please.
Would you like for the court to order Mr. Taylor to pay cash medical support in the amount of $57 a month beginning December 1st, 2022?
Yes, I do.
All right. Has Mr. Taylor given you any money to help support your son between June 22nd, 2018 and today?
No.
Would you like for the court to make a judgment against him for back child support or retroactive child support in the amount of $11,450 to be paid at $108 a month beginning December 1st, 2022?
Yes.
And you understand that that retroactive child support judgment amount gives him essentially credit for the 4 months that he was incarcerated. So it's all of the time that he would have been paying support except for the 4 months he was in jail, correct?
Correct. Yes.
All right. And are you comfortable with Mr. Taylor having your address and phone number and having it printed in this order?
Yes, that's fine.
All right. If the court were to enter an order that contains all the terms I just talked about, do you believe that would be in your son's best interest?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. I have no further questions and pass this witness, Your Honor.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you.